Neon lights, neon lights. Stay dancing with my demons, do the dash me out of sight. Run it up, secure the bag.
Hello and welcome to the SoulInsights podcast. I'm Chiron and Loxton, joined by
Kyle.
Pilkington.
Exactly.
And today's main topic is shower
thoughts.
Good. You know, like the gandy-pandy shite that you think about in the shower.
The random shit you're standing there and you're thinking, I wonder what would happen if this happened, or like if this was the case. And
Exactly.
You know, like, nobody's ever thought of it in existence until you stand in the shower and you think, what about this?
Yeah. We thought we'd run with it. Have a little breather from everything that's going on and then just
All the
quickly
madness,
just zone out.
Exactly.
I've got a bit more energy about me, so.
Have
right.
you?
A little bit. I still got cough, but it's fine.
Getting prize.
Yeah.
Right.
Music recommendation.
Straight on to that.
It's a new song. It's Nav's or NAV, what you said. It's funny. But yeah, Nav's album. The song is "Last of the Mohicans," and it will be on the SI Pod playlist along with everything else that I need to add to it because it's racking up.
Exactly. Yeah, but never mind.
But yeah, it bangs. I think that album's quite good. I do quite like Nav, to be fair. So that song bangs.
Good.
So yeah, TV, film, game,
Good.
mate. Moving on.
Right. Well, I'm just gonna say game, Call of Duty. I might have said it already before, I don't know, but new Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I'm not going to say anything about it really, other than
Looking forward to
open
it
beta coming out. We'll look forward to it, and we'll do an episode on it when it does come out with somebody who we used to play Call of Duty with constantly.
A lot, yeah.
So yeah, that's all I have to say on that, 'cause it's not really a recommendation. But right, the only actual recommendation, so we've got a TV show, is Andor.
Andor?
Star Wars. So it's like prequel to Rogue One. That's what it is. It comes out. Its first episode streaming, I believe, 21st of September.
Oh, okay.
First 3 episodes, and then it's weekly after that.
So what's it following? Like a pilot or anything?
I don't know, to be honest. I
right.
don't know much about it. It's just Star Wars, isn't it? So
yeah, well, like you said, it's
It is
probably
what
right.
it is,
I still
really.
hadn't even finished Obi-Wan, mate. You knew that was going to happen, and I didn't even watch the last episode of that.
You haven't even watched Mandalorian to finish, have you?
They had the trailer, didn't they? For the new
For
one.
a new season, yeah. You
season
probably
next
haven't even
year,
watched
innit?
the old ones. Exactly. Enough said. So what's next? Right.
Right, the page from Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows by John Koenig. I went with chapter 2, The Interior Wilderness, defining who you are from the inside out. And the word is Amodox.
Amodox.
Emodox.
Do you know what we should do?
Scrabble word.
Another thing where... So from now on, if we remember this for next week,
Right.
you say the word, and I have to try and spell it. Because I would not have got that right. I would have got that wrong on the first letter.
Yeah, all right, yeah. 'Cause some of these words are a bit... Yeah, obviously I made up.
So there's
aren't they?
fun little thing to do as well.
Right, so Amodox. Are we going to say... What do you reckon that is? Or shall I say it and then you say your interpretation in it?
There's no way I can guess. It could be like when a giraffe takes a shit in a tree.
Exactly.
So
okay. Someone whose mood is perpetually out of sync with everyone else around them, prone to feelings of naptime panic, heart-to-heart snark, or dance club pensiveness.
all
I think you think that's me.
just like in your own little world.
Yeah, so
Like
I guess
you're in your own mind, like nothing else matters.
That's what I thought. Like if you clicked it, yeah, you said you've probably witnessed that sort of energy.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
That word is from emotional and dox, not conforming to expected norms. So emodox is kind of like he's trying to do emotion with it because it's like you're out of sync with what you should feel. It's like a mad, like straight face, to be fair, because it's a mad, wild setting. Why the fuck are you feeling like that? But
Kyle
like inside.
Pilkington.
Yeah, I think it's a bit like
why.
that. But I think it's like perpetually like always changing, so it's like always kind of different.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I mean, a bit like the Prague Club, you know, it's in your own world.
In your own world, and there's somebody staring at you like POV, and you don't even realise.
Yeah,
some little
out of
midget in
sync,
front of
isn't
you.
it, with
Yeah,
everyone
exactly.
else? Like you should be vibing, isn't it? But sometimes I'm too lost in thought.
Lost in translation.
Yeah,
Logic reference.
Better be.
You didn't even
Exactly.
understand that, did you?
Lost in translation. Yeah, loads of
Yeah.
people you say that.
Yeah, no, Logic reference.
That's an actual song, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's why I said it. Logic reference.
Is that
This
the one?
a song by Logic?
Yeah, I thought that was just a lyric by Logic.
No,
Oh.
that's what the song's
That's
called.
the video where he's bleeding everywhere, isn't it?
No, that's Confessions of a Dangerous
Oh.
Mind.
Fair enough. Ignore me then.
Same album.
Oh, it's close enough then.
Close enough, yeah, we'll call it.
Well, yeah, that's what you think of the word, mate. Do you reckon? I mean, the closest comparison
Literally
I can think of that
you.
was that.
It's you. Yeah. If there was something to sum up that word, it is you.
Just chilling and
Exactly.
on your own
Yeah.
page. Yeah, fair enough.
Right.
Main topic, mate.
Main
Let's go.
topic, shower thoughts. So let's just go straight into it. You've got more than me, so you start.
Okay, so a different version of you exists in the minds of everyone who knows you. That's what you saw.
Yeah, to some people, you're a right bell sniffer, aren't
it depends
you?
how narcissistic
And to some
you are,
people, you're an absolute treat.
how much of a protagonist in your own world are you, arrogant can?
To some people, the world revolves around you.
Exactly.
To other people, they couldn't give a flying saucepan.
Sonder.
Is that what it was, yeah?
I think
Is that
so.
the
It's
word?
like no matter how complex your life is, other people have other complex lives as well.
Exactly.
So don't think you're that fucking important.
You're not.
Unless you're famous, but still, you're fucking useless.
Even then, you're not. So, we'll go off the back of that, okay?
Okay.
So, seeing as you said famous, where is it? The only difference between being murdered and assassinated is how important you are in the public eye.
Damn.
Is that real? Is that true or not? Like, that makes sense, doesn't it?
But then if you can hire a hitman to assassinate yourself, can't you? So then you are technically assassinated.
You could say that in ways, but if some Gandhi went and killed Ronaldo,
Yeah.
it'd be an assassination, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But if some Gandhi came and killed
I
you,
don't
it'd just be
know.
a murder, wouldn't it?
I guess it depends what setting though, because you could be murdered in your own home. But you could, I don't know if you could be assassinated in the street though, could you? Or assassinated in your home.
You could be
though.
assassinated anywhere,
But
can't
your
you?
go-to could probably be Ronaldo was murdered in his house.
Yeah, but then
so-
it could be assassinated as well. I suppose the difference is, you could say is murder is where you go and do it at your own choice. Assassination is where somebody else tells you to do it.
Contract killing rather than
Yeah,
premeditated.
but still, the whole thought behind it is mad.
I get what you mean. I
Like-
get the thought behind that. Yeah, like if you're a nobody, you're most likely murdered. Like,
Yeah.
who the fuck cares about you to pay
Yeah,
to
exactly.
assassinate you?
But
Yeah.
then, like,
I get that.
who's to say JF Kennedy was actually assassinated, not murdered? Exactly.
this
He
is-
was murdered, but because he was a public figure,
That
he was
footage is mad, to be
assassinated.
fair. Yeah.
there's some people are going to be absolutely raging, I expect, listening to this, just being like, what the fuck are you on
Well,
about?
just
And
assassinate
everything
you then,
you
isn't
say
it?
makes no sense,
big
but, you
figure.
know, shower thoughts.
You're a big figure, so you assassinate you in the shower mid-thought.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's all I have to say. Exactly.
Right, making a typo in an online argument is the equivalent of your voice cracking in a verbal argument.
Yeah,
Very
so, like, yeah, or like a lisp or something, isn't that?
Well, if someone types something incorrectly, how much does that trigger you? Do you just run with it? Normally, I would, because I type quite incorrectly, because I'm impatient.
Yeah,
when I'm typing.
everything I type goes wrong most of the time.
A lot of the
so-
time, I'm talking to people. It's through voice notes, to be fair.
Yeah.
But I mean, typing, I can see that because I know it can trigger like your and stuff like that, isn't it? Like instantly clocks in my head.
Yeah, but
just 'cause I quite
that's
like
a bit
English anyway.
different. So doing your,
Or spelling something
or
incorrectly,
there,
trying to
and
mug
there.
you off, isn't it?
that's different because it's like you don't actually know the correct way to use that.
Yeah.
Like you're using the wrong there, but you don't really know it.
But that's
When you
bad, though,
misspell
isn't it?
something, like it might just be that you've mistyped it.
Yeah.
As in, like you try and type the, but instead you put
Washer-masher.
like YHE instead of THE.
Very well, isn't it? Yeah.
Washer-masher. But so then it's just you get taken the piss out of because you typed it wrong. But
I
it's
guess
like,
it's.
I just run with it. Like people, I don't care. It's a bit annoying when they use the wrong like there.
It depends if it's in an
there,
argument, isn't it?
whatever.
Because you're looking at it, but then it's like, oh, you're one of those petty ones that just pick out that. That's all you can think of. I'll just clap.
Yeah,
back with
because you
something
can't
else, and
actually
that-
come back with something else. Yeah.
I just run with that fuck up, and then I'll just reply with something else more banter.
Just turn around and it's, oh, you fucked up. My, you are a fuck up.
Yeah, exactly. But like you can do. What was the one I was thinking of? You could mistype something. But like when people spell stuff phonetically and they're like proper confident with it, and it's like that is not how you spell that word. But
It's like
fair play for trying, like gold star. But
yeah, but it's like watching The Chase or like any quiz show. Somebody gives the answer and they tell you why that's the answer, and then they're wrong.
yeah.
Like it's banter and like
Yeah.
you, it's just so easy to mug them off, kind of thing.
So yeah, I feel like that could be like when you're arguing and your voice cracks and then you're literally just broken. Then because if you're like mugging
so yeah,
me off
we,
and then
we
your voice
completely
cracks,
went
isn't
off,
it?
kind of thing. Yeah, yeah, like all you're gonna
You're
do
going
then is go,
ham at me or something, and then all
kind
of
of
a sudden
thing.
your voice just goes. That's what I'll think
Yeah.
about. Like that whole insult's just out the window. I'll just think of your voice just going little choir boy.
It is the same with that. Yeah, exactly. It is, yeah. Anyway, the good sentence there. Good. It's like Desperados.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That ain't a voice crack. That's like
No, that's just a complete butchering of a
puberty.
word.
That's when
wasn't
voice
it?
goes sexy because you pronounce it like an absolute
Sexual.
boss.
Right. So it's kind of. Did dinosaurs have hair? Hair doesn't preserve, so we'll never know.
What?
Have you ever seen the
They
meme?
use Manscaped lawnmower kit. This is today's sponsor. No, I'm joking.
They're not sponsoring us, by the way. Just no sponsor today. So, have you seen the meme where it's I'll say Bronchiosaurus? You don't know what that means. Big dinosaurs with really long necks, and it's got like.
Oh yeah.
It says, if dinosaurs had hair, and it's got like a wig kind of thing on top of it.
Jeez, remember the back hair on that?
Oh man.
What have you like?
What the fuck? Oh, I'll try and show you quickly.
Oh. Yeah.
No, just like, who's to say they don't have hair like that? Look at that.
Oh my god.
Meme.
It's like John Lennon, like as a dinosaur or something.
Yeah, since hair can't be preserved in fossils, we can't rule out the possibility of dinosaurs looking like that.
What sort of beard do you reckon a T-Rex would have? I like a Heisenberg beard or something.
Some shitty little goatee, isn't it? Like some absolute tramp version though.
Or like the Kratos like goatee, like pointy, like mad.
Yeah, but that's a banger one to be. Well, it's just banger.
T-Rex would have something,
but
wouldn't it? Yeah.
Just have like a little French mustache, like ooh.
That's how. Imagine just T-Rex go around like that.
Yeah, imagine. So trying to be scary, just going oh, and then you're just like, you look like a dickhead, mate.
Fuck's sake.
You look like a nonce, mate.
Oh, you look like an Avenger.
You look like a Frenchman. You look like a nonce, mate.
Right.
Oh,
moving on.
Yeah.
I reckon dinosaurs probably they're bold, so
that's what you think.
Baldy locks.
I think differently.
Clean shaven. Right.
No.
There could be a viral video of you doing something random with millions of views and you have no idea because you haven't seen it.
Valid point, yeah. Like you trip over in the street. Remember me at Tomorrowland when I tripped over the tent string?
Oh yeah.
Somebody could have quite easily been recording that and stuck it online, but
well,
you'd never see it.
R.I.P. Queen, you know what I mean?
Well, that yeah. Like somebody could have taken one of our videos off
the line.
off social media or whatever. Yeah, I'll get there eventually, and used it on their own, like people do with like films and stuff. Like they'll take snippets and put it on their own and it'll go viral. So somebody could have done that with one of our videos.
Yeah,
so we've actually gone viral, but we don't know about it because it's not actually on our page.
I think day-to-day stuff is with TikTok and everything. It's easier for you to spot yourself going viral because TikTok's the place for filming random shit.
Yeah, and if you're gonna go viral, like millions of views,
and you didn't
then
even know
anything comes up, doesn't it?
Like
really?
You're drunk and a beef or something. You just went viral.
It'd be banger, wouldn't it? Like you're just looking online. Like I've always thought this. Imagine you're watching TikTok, some dashcam footage comes up, and it's you. You're the dickhead in the dashcam.
Never driving. Come on, driving's amazing.
No, but just imagine that though.
It'll be a night out, I think.
Yeah.
See him like you said, scrolling, just seeing that like, oh, for
scrolling, you're like, hang on a minute, they look familiar, and you back up. It's like, fuck, that's me. What am I doing?
Yeah, but you can't you'll just have to just embrace it, aren't you, and just go with it.
Yeah, exactly.
You just go TikTok,
mate. All you do is you go in the comments and say, that's me.
Yeah, he said, oh, jokes that
absolute banter. I remember that happening. Oh wait, that is me.
Yeah, you'll be like, oh, part 2 coming out next week. I'm still gonna act like a dickhead. So
always. Yeah, and then you'll do part 2 yourself and it'll get like 5 views.
Yeah, exactly. No.
Somebody else will post it and I'll get millions again.
Well, you got to milk it, haven't you? Apparently with TikTok, you just got to milk the same content, haven't you? And people like it.
You just post
the same thing.
Post.
Well,
that's all you have to do. Yeah, good. Right. Anyway, when a pregnant woman takes a bath, technically she's a human submarine.
Fuck's sake.
Have you ever thought about that?
No.
I can't say I had before this either.
No, I don't even know what else to say to that.
Well, it's pretty cool, isn't it? Like
use your little belly button as the porthole to look out like. Imagine
10-inch long belly button that sways to music. That thing, yeah. Would you rather?
You see the baby just coming out already.
But that's the thing that they look like that. So they stay underwater and they look around like that, don't they? But that's the 10-inch long belly button. They're just in there looking like that, looking around. Oh. That's how they see out. That's how they see the world.
And you can only have a bath and it triggers them to do that.
Yeah, exactly. Like you have a shower and they just think it's raining on the bubble or something.
So they can just use their little goggles and look out.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
That's fucking weird, that one.
Someone out there vividly remembers something you said which you have completely forgotten. That's
to be honest, that sounds like me because I remember the most random shit.
You're quite good at remembering stuff though, I think.
Yeah, the most random shit. Tell me something important and I'll forget it. Or I forget to do something easily. But something that was said like 9 years ago on a rainy day in May, I will remember for some reason. I can't give an example right now because I just not off the top of my head.
I might be the other way around. I said I could probably remember more like facts or things that I find quite interesting will stick in my head, but otherwise it will go.
Opposite then. I remember the stuff that nobody ever needs to remember.
Yeah, like I think more social settings I probably forget, unless it might be some drama that's like, geez, I probably remember that.
Oh yeah.
Because then I'd bring up a reference, like say in conversation, that probably would show that you have remembered, but you haven't just completely just stated in front of them. You've just done a random reference that like might make you laugh or something because you
exactly.
oh fuck's sake, sort of thing. I like doing that. But other than that, I think you'd probably just say, I remember when you said this. I said, no, mate. It's like night out in Ibiza. You'd probably be able to recollect some thoughts that went out there.
You sat in the car completely spaced out. Like,
they said, she said all this. I was like, I have no idea, mate.
So yeah, it was directed directly towards you. You acknowledged it. You answered, and you can't remember it happening.
No.
Good.
Terrible, isn't it?
Not even drunk, and you can't remember anything.
Oh yeah, even sober, yes.
Yeah. Sober's probably worse, isn't it? To be honest.
Yeah, to be fair.
Worse.
Right.
Is the dog fetching the stick for you because they think you love throwing it?
It's like flip the Uno reverse card.
Oh, exactly. So some dogs, this kind of controversial, you can say, because some dogs get the stick and then eat it, don't they? They don't bring it back.
Some of our dogs do.
But some dogs, you throw the stick. I'm saying this like nobody knows. And they literally bring it back to you, put it down and stand there and wait for you. Like, are they waiting because they think you absolutely love it and you get a thrill out of it? So they just want you to be happy?
Yeah, maybe.
So they're sat there thinking, I'm going to let him throw it again. I'm going to take it back. You know,
even though it's a massive chore for me to run and get it.
He's having the time of his life throwing this stick, so I'm going to take it back. Yeah.
Maybe, but then like you get some dogs where it's like, like with Bella, like, where's your ball? As soon as you say that, she's gone ham.
Yeah, but is that because she thinks I need to go and find my ball because they want her?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But then today, she won't give it to me, so.
Well, yeah.
She just runs off with it and teases you, runs up to you, go to grab it, and she runs off again. Like, what are you doing?
One of my dogs, if you try and take the ball out of his mouth, he'll.
Jesus, full on brawl.
Yeah, brawl stars.
Right. I don't know. Maybe they just think you're some sort of melon.
Some sort of god. Some goat.
The most attractive people you will ever see are often random passerby in public who you will never see again, not celebrities you can follow on social media. I've met some absolute bangers travelling, not going to lie.
Yeah, but that's met. That's not the whole point in that.
Well, not met, but like seen as well. Like on a train, like... I mean, in London, you've seen some fire.
Yeah, you look at them and you just think, Jesus fucking Christ.
Like, damn.
Where have they come from? Why are they in this country as well? Like, why are they in England? Like,
it's like that thing
I said to be somewhere else.
That Match.com advert. Girl on the platform, smile.
For fuck's sake.
She must have been about 26, 27, 28. 28.
It literally is, isn't it? Like,
and her skin looked really, really, really great. Yeah. I could be like...
Sorry for the terrible...
She was a natural blood.
She was a natural blood. You can stop.
Made me fond
no, you can stop.
Yeah, okay.
Copyright strike, imagine.
He's off to Leeds.
No. Shut up.
Right, yeah. Yeah, what you would say? I met some
It makes
bangers.
sense, to be honest. Yeah.
Well, but like you said, seen as well.
You see somebody like walking on the other side of the street and you're like, Jesus Christ, they're fit. Like,
but on our hand, we have met some as well.
I mean, yeah,
absolute
you can't deny that. Yeah.
Bangers.
But then you meet some absolute cretins as well. Am I right there?
Have we met some cretins? Some rose specimens.
Some absolute specimens.
You've travelled with some specimens.
I travel with a specimen every time I go somewhere. Him.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Right.
Where would you say you're the most attractive person you've seen?
I have no idea.
UK or Ukraine? You've gone there, haven't you?
To be fair, Ukraine was banging.
Ukraine, support Ukraine.
But
come on.
It might just be that you could be in London and you could see somebody from another country that's just like visiting. So, people-wise from countries I've been, like, where's the most attractive?
Chicago, Starbucks
people?
girl.
For fuck's sake.
Oh, you know that.
It's probably Ukraine because Eastern Europeans are usually bangers.
Fire, yes.
Yeah. So, I'd say Ukraine, but it might not necessarily be that that's where
Poland
the
as well.
fittest person I've seen is.
Yeah. Poland, Ukraine. All that side.
Yeah, but then it's like Sweden.
But then it's like
Sweden.
say if you had the trouble. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. Absolute fire, Sweden.
Absolute Swedens.
Absolute sweethearts.
You're an absolute Swede.
Love a Swede.
Exactly. Do you like potatoes too?
Yeah. Right, I might do another one because I got more than you.
Go on, then. You do one.
Most people aren't scared of being alone in the dark. They're scared of not being alone in the dark.
Yes.
Bally up,
yeah, it's where you don't know what's lurking.
Exactly. It's like that thing in the water. Don't know what's lurking under.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Don't like swimming. It's like, well, you like swimming, but you don't like what's in with you swimming. Chilling.
It's like you're not afraid of heights. You're afraid of falling.
Damn. Yeah.
But yeah. What was the thing?
Alone in the dark.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you don't know what's going to be in there because you can't see it, can you?
I don't mind. I don't mind the company. Come and molest me if you want.
It literally is the thought because you close your eyes and you're in the dark.
In my head, I'm in the dark.
Exactly.
Damn.
Just
it's
your
a dark
life's
place.
In the dark.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I mean, anything could be next to you. Like there could just be like.
Michael
like Jackson standing next to you, breathing down your neck.
Okay, let's flip this out. If you're at home and you hear a noise downstairs, what would be your first reaction? And it's a noise that you know, like, nah, that ain't right. Like, there's someone must be in there or something.
Who's home?
Who's home?
Yeah.
Well, let's say it's like 3 a.m. Who's home? My house would be like that. Who the fuck's breaking into that?
It'd be... Either
I'll be straight down there. I wouldn't be scared. Like, let's go.
No, it'd be what are the dogs doing? Like, they must be up to something. Like,
Somebody would be terrified.
The other morning I had that. There was a massive banging downstairs, and I just thought, what is that? I just thought, fuck it, I'm about to sleep. It turns out it was the dog banging on something.
I remember with Ali, there was one of like the fields, one of the gates was going. We thought someone might have been stealing like one of the horses or something, and we said we'll just put a bally on and walk out there to see who scares who, shall we? You know what I mean? So, that's literally my headspace.
Mr. Ballin stories then. Shout out Mr. Ballin.
Yeah. Oh, sick storyteller.
Yeah, absolute banger of a YouTube channel.
Yeah, definitely.
And podcast. There's the story about people in a house as a couple, I think. Or no, it might be the same one. But they saw out their window some figures in the distance at night time, and they were like, oh, okay. So they kind of like shouted out the door, and they went. I think this is how it went. I might be wrong. And then anyway, these people kept coming back, and then eventually they'd hear something on the door. And they'd look out of their room and look into like the kitchen or wherever the door was, and they'd see somebody standing at the door. So it happened on like several occasions. They did like different things every time it happened, but that's a bit mad to just think. Like you walk out your room, you look in one direction, you're just like, why is there a figure like on the door like this trying to peek?
Oh, that's
peek through?
that's fucking
exactly. But then it's like, shit, what do they want? Like, who is it? It might be somebody you know.
That's like fight or flight. Then you get that sudden urge of adrenaline. Do you bottle it and run off, or do you like want to confront that?
Yeah,
I don't know. I'd have to put in that.
So in that situation with that story, I don't think they left, which is the weird thing. I can't remember what the outcome was. I think it was murderers in the end. Like there was a murderer loose, and they'd picked that house to kind of like
that's a bit mad,
terrorize kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, America would be a bit more mad, wouldn't it?
But it's like you've seen these people in your garden before.
Yeah.
And they're creeping around. Clearly, there's something wrong. So I think in that situation, you dart.
I always think in those stories when he says, if you see people like scouting out the area first, it's always going to put you on edge. Like, oh, is tonight the night that they're just going to fucking break in?
Please let tonight be the night they end me.
It'd be like 50 Cent film where they put the sawn off through the door and you look through the eye hole and they just pull the trigger through the door.
Oh yeah, or like is it on Saw? I think it's Saw, where they'll like somebody will be looking through the keyhole and somebody will try and like do something, and there'll be a gun attached to it and it'll shoot through the keyhole. I think it's in one of the Saw films that happens.
I remember we had one story where this one guy came into a girl's house and he would not leave, and they didn't know who this person was, and they phoned up saying, "Oh, it's right if you come and see what's going on."
Yeah.
And like there's just some random guy. He came into the house. He had a key somehow. It turns out he to be like a previous owner. They didn't change the locks. How mad is that? Always change the locks, people.
Yeah, exactly. That's
but
what
he left by the time, so I said, "Oh yeah, fuck it, I'll drive over." I said, "We'll get him out." And so we packed the bally in the car, and it's just like, yeah, we'll scare the shit out of him. And I think I was with Ali at the time, and he said like, "Oh, that he's left." So he walked off. Apparently he's a nutcase, but
it's a bit mad.
Yeah, he had to change the locks. I mean, I'd always be on the edge though. I remember Mr. Ballin saying, "Isn't it? Like, always change your locks like when you're moving house."
Right.
Yeah, a little tangent there. We should do like horror stuff though. A Halloween episode, we'll do horror stories. That'd be sick.
I wonder how many animals' backs humans jumped on until they figured out horses were okay with it.
What was I going to say?
I wonder how many animals' backs humans jumped on until they figured out that horses were okay with it. So do you reckon they just went and like jumped on like a giraffe's back and then it like kicked them off and they were like, oh, clearly that's not the animal. Let's try a lion.
Imagine the saddle.
Let's try a
giraffe,
shark.
though.
And then eventually you get to a horse and a horse is like, yeah, that's chill. You can sit on me if you want.
But like people ride elephants and horses, but you never hear someone ride a giraffe, do you? Imagine riding a giraffe
there's
into
probably
battle,
a story
like,
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a battle and you just put in like headguard on a giraffe just swinging its neck across
like giraffes fighting. I assume you've seen
that
one.
Yeah.
Fucking swinging their necks everywhere.
If you went into battle, what would you ride? A horse, giraffe or elephant? Giraffe.
You'd have to pick the sensible option. I think would be elephant, wouldn't
elephant,
because they're fast as fuck. They're big,
most aggressive. Or rhino. That'd be badass.
Yeah, at least with an elephant, I suppose you're higher though. Like Lord of the Rings, where they all sit on top of the elephant with the
You put razors across the tusks. And yeah, mad.
So you have that, and you have like bow and arrows on top and stuff, isn't it? But yeah, how many animals? Like, do you reckon people tried to like ride a frog or something?
Leapfrog.
Oh, yeah, valid point. That's where leapfrog came from.
Exactly.
Yep, exactly. Right, on to the next.
Right, the fact that bodies decompose and rot after they die just shows how much our bodies do to keep us alive from contaminants. It's a bit mad, to be honest. As soon as you die, you rot. You disappear. Your body's like, nah, mate. But I always remember, like...
Some people, by the smell of them, clearly they rot when they're alive.
Oh, Jesus. You may as well just be rotting.
Yeah, it's mad. But I suppose that shows how much, like, your organs do. And how much, like, your stuff does.
How wet wipe you want to be of biology, but it goes to show, like, if you're ill, there's always a base level of health your body wants you to get to, like, physically. Yeah. And I think that's mad. Yeah. The fact that you don't think about it, your body's just looking after you. I mean, your mind's a madness, like, that can piss off, isn't it? But just think of your actual body. It's mad that it always tries to get you base level. I think that's crazy. Like, you break your leg, you heal after a while. Like, it's so fucking weird.
There was another one I saw earlier, but I can't remember what it was that's kind of in line with them.
It's so cool how your body would just want you to, like, go to that sort of level. Unless you obviously have, like, cancer and things, isn't it? Because that's obviously a mutation.
Yeah, but then your body still tries to fight it, doesn't it? It's
or
just,
you've got,
it gets to a point where your body can't do enough for itself, can it?
Or, like, say, an allergy, your body's attacking itself in a way, isn't it? Because it's freaking out. But if you, like, kind of, just normal sort of illness.
Normal person.
Kind of do. Yeah, not the unfortunate. But I just think that's crazy. And then, like, as soon as you go, you just decompose pretty quick
really,
as well, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, when you see someone... They walked into someone's house and they sunk into the mattress because they decomposed.
Oh,
they left it for 3 days,
I remember
wasn't
you
it?
saying that, yeah.
And that's 3 days. You know what I mean? The smell's starting to... You know what I mean? Like, you're alive for how many years? And then all of a sudden, 3 days, you'd smell like that. Like, it's mad, I think.
Just look like an absolute tramp.
Even if you don't wash, you could probably still be alright, isn't it? You can still smell a BO, but you don't smell like you're rotting, though, surely. I think that's...
Mad.
Yeah, I just don't get that.
Right. So this is the one I mentioned earlier that you'll know, because I think we've talked about this before. We've never mentioned it, but if a toy from Toy Story dies, the kid wouldn't know, but all the other toys would be forced to watch a kid play with a corpse.
Do you know what reminds me of Toy Story?
What?
Imagine being Woody when Andy was going through puberty, just watching porn for the first time.
Imagine being Buzz Lightyear getting shoved up somebody's arse and having the wings extended.
Oh, what was that story we got told, wasn't it?
Somebody put a Buzz Lightyear up their butt. This is just a random online thing, but
it wasn't. It was someone we knew. I think had like a medical story or something.
Oh, okay. Well, that then. But no need to mention any more about that then. But yeah, they put a Buzz Lightyear up their ass. So imagine being that Buzz Lightyear
and the wings
extended. So you know,
get it back
how
out.
do you get that out? I don't think you do. It's just up there forever. But yeah, so you're just watching them play with like
a corpse,
Bo Peep or something, and she just, because she's dead, like her arm's been like sliced off or something, she's just
Isn't it?
Oh yeah, I suppose.
But
they're all technically alive, aren't they? Until they literally get blown to shit.
Yeah, but I guess they still.
But he sticks them all together, doesn't he? So like it's literally dead. Like that toy is not coming back.
Oh yeah, still playing with it.
And then he's just there running around with it, waving around like this, and you're just like, my friend's dead.
It's like that thing that I said to you about Cars, isn't it? Another Disney horror thing. It was all about humans, wasn't it? And it says all the cars are going around in lifeless corpses and the humans are just driving around in them.
So does that mean that the cars in Cars have people corpses inside them?
damn locked in. That's how they get the voice.
Yeah, exactly.
They rip out the voice box, the human, shove it in the engine block, and then they blast out the radio.
Yeah.
And
so
it's their soul trapped in the car.
So we're the opposites of cars then, aren't we? Because we've killed the car and we make it work for us, whereas they make us work for them. Savage. Right. Cars. Shower thoughts.
Dark Disney theories, isn't it? But exactly. I remember that Woody one, just saying when Andy was going through puberty, imagine being the toys. Good. Right.
Yeah, imagine being left in Andy's mum's room.
Those toys, lit toys. Andy's coming. Literally.
Andy's mum's coming, yeah.
Painkillers are the mute notifications option for the body.
What the fuck?
That's such a cool way of saying it. I'm going to say that now.
I mean, yeah, so it's just muting the pain, yeah.
A lot of drugs kind of mute the pain, to be fair, mate.
I need a lot of that.
What sort of pain is it that we're talking? No, okay. But yeah, painkillers mute notifications. Just telling your brain to stop being a little pussy.
Stop being a little bitch and sort yourself out, yeah. Exactly. So do you know what? Time out. You've had enough complaining today. Here's a painkiller. Time out.
Exactly.
You're not allowed to think of it anymore. Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense to be honest.
Yeah. I think it's quite a cool way of saying it.
You got any more, mate? I don't, so...
I've got one more.
One more, last one.
4 a.m. is the hour where you're either up really late or really early.
I remember seeing that one. I see a Bart Simpson on there.
Homer, actually.
Homer Simpson. So...
It's one of my favourite times of the day.
Is it morning or is it night?
I'd say morning still.
Well, it is, isn't it? Yeah. But what time does night become morning?
Good question.
Technically 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's AM and PM, isn't it?
But up all night. Morning. Maybe like 3 a.m.
It's weird. I suppose
maybe.
Well, I suppose it kind of depends. Well, it doesn't, but it does at the same time as to when you work. If you work, before? No, not like night shift. Yeah. If you work a night shift, then is your nighttime technically then like 8 a.m. till 2 p.m. sort of thing when you'd actually be asleep?
I remember I had to do night shifts. It was what was it, 9 till 5, so the other way around.
AIDS. And
I would say you get used to it a little bit. But
yeah, I wouldn't mind doing it, to be honest.
Come like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., it's kind of like, oh, okay. But one of my favourite times of the day is 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. I feel like you're proper creative and it's sick. I've written some sick stuff at that time.
That's just before I get up.
Yeah, nice. But early,
mad.
Yeah, early shifts, 6 a.m. starts.
Yeah, but no.
I'm probably more of a person say I'd stay up till 6 a.m. Would you say you'd rather prefer to be up at 6, like wake up?
I'd rather be asleep
permanently
up until 6 and after 6.
Yeah, I'm more of a nighttime. I'd say.
I'm more of a neither. I'd happily go sleep at 10 p.m. and wake up at 10 a.m. So yeah.
I think like
if I had the choice, to be honest, I'd probably wake up. Depends on what I'm doing, but I'd probably wake up earlier. Like I got into a routine where I wake up at like 7 o'clock. That's like normal. Even if I go sleep at 2 o'clock, I'll wake up at 7. So
it's hard. There's something cool about like if you stay up at 3, 4. It's like like no one's really doing anything.
In that country.
Yeah, in that country, yeah.
I mean, obviously, if you're asleep,
bossing it and you've got like contacts all over the place, then you speak to people in America. Then,
yeah, exactly. Then you 24 hours a day.
Yeah, you can get carried away. To be honest,
spams. Yeah. Anyway, right.
I think that's it.
We shall call it there with that one. So straight on to the next portion, which is AIDS. I'll just say that it's pure AIDS.
I'll try to know about coffee words.
You can guess what it is. New music, of course.
New music.
Here we go. Better than I did last week.
So a mixture of all sorts again. So I'll let you just run with it. I'm ending on an absolute banger, but you're gonna just slap me. So Bones, a Ghost School Dream Card, Loveless, End of an Era, Always Never, Don't Say It, Anne Marie H, Psycho, WizKid, Bad to Me, Fred Again, Danielle, Smile on My Face, James Hype, Crank, Loyal Kana, Nobody Knows, Lara's Road. Sante or Saint, I think. Sade. Yumi at 6. Roy Reynolds. Enter Shikari. No Future. Yeah, right. Easy Life. Gus Dapperton. Antifreeze. Dig Dat. Ben Hager. Banger. Gremlin. Futuristic. Too Many Days. Bad Boy Chiller Crew. Dappy. When It Rains It Pours. Dappy remix.
Just is a Dappy remix. Just has a bit too much Dappy in it.
T Grizzly, Robbery Part 4, Papa Roach, No Apologies acoustic version, Russ, That Was Me, Oliver Francis, Jolly Ranchers, banger. Marcus Mumford, self-titled, Suede, Autofiction, Muramasa, Demon Time, Noah Cyrus, The Hardest Part, Alt J, The Dream, Apple Music Edition, Ozzy Osbourne, Patient Number 9.
Not gonna lie, for my music taste, there's some shit ones in there.
You loved it.
Yeah.
But yeah, mad. I wouldn't necessarily listen to the Ozzy Osbourne.
Fucking Ozzy Osbourne, like.
The fact he's still releasing music. He's like 70. He's
yeah, it's
doing
mad,
metal
really, isn't
still,
it?
like,
Fair play. That's what I'll say there. I might not like it, but
he's
fair
dealt with a lot
play.
of shit
Yeah.
in his life, to be fair, but the fact he still makes like
shit.
metal music at that age is crazy. You can tell like he's passionate about it.
Just his metal's a bit soft now.
Yeah. Metal's just like liquid metal, is it?
No.
Good. But yeah, that's like, it's a mixture of all sorts there, so.
Naughty.
Busy.
Right. Joke or fact?
Joke, mate.
How do you surprise a blind person? You leave a plunger in the toilet.
What, stick up?
Yeah. So the plunger would be sticking up, and as soon as they go to sit down, what would happen?
Damn.
Straight up their arse. So I think they stick it on the door and then they close the door.
Yeah.
Even though clearly in the videos the plunger never goes up their arse, does it? Like, just a little overreaction. So yeah. Anyway,
it's like how do you scare a deaf person? Like, you go on the plane and start yawning.
For fuck's sake.
Fuck's sake.
Oh dear. Right. Anyway, I've got 2 facts, so we'll go. Wait, no. Oh, I fucked this. No, I haven't. There we go.
Okay.
Right. So actually, I've got 2 more jokes. Humans can inflate balloons with their ears.
What?
Yeah, figure that one out.
Yeah, because you can ingest milk through your ears, can't you? So your
how
ear
does
is
that-
a hole that can link to your nose and your mouth, isn't it? It goes all into one. Doesn't
So
it?
imagine inflating a balloon with your ear. That's a bit fucked. And
it's like controlled breathing and like. All
if
sorts,
anybody
isn't
can
it?
do it, send us a video, because that'd be banter.
Can you talk out your ears, do you reckon, then?
Well, you can talk out your ass, so yeah, probably. Right.
I wonder.
I don't even know what this is. So there's a giant mushroom in Oregon's Malheur National Forest. I've probably said that wrong. With a root system that covers over 2,200 acres, making it the largest living organism in the world.
Damn.
A mushroom. A mushroom.
We'll all be mushrooms.
Someone say there's not mushroom under the ground with all them roots.
You've said that, mushroom.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think we will be. It'll be Last of Us. We'll all be fungus. Mushrooms anyway, so
we already are fungus.
Yeah, we are.
Funguys.
End that now. End that.
Nah, look, you gotta hear this.
Fucking
Did you hear
end
about the
that.
guy who got hit in the head with a can of soda? He was lucky. It was a soft drink.
Oh,
What do you call a bee that can't make up its mind?
No.
A maybe.
Oh,
And on that note, socials.
yeah, right. Follow us on all streaming platforms under the SoulInsights podcast. Leave us a rating and review. 1 star for those hits.
Send us your jokes if you think you can do better.
My life on a stick.
Good.
Right, socials, Twitter, SI Index, TikTok, Instagram, the Soul Insights Index, and YouTube, Soul Insights.
Subscribe, like, comment.
Tell a friend
do all that
to
shit.
tell a mushroom to suck its nan.
Exactly.
And we're done.
And we're done. So,
Hope you enjoyed.
yes, thanks for tuning in.
And toodaloo. I might just go have a shower now, to be fair.
Well, what are you going to think about?
How many mushroom I could fit up my ass.
Okay.